Hey ladies and gentlemen, it's Charlie Fibrosis, and I just wanted to do a very quick video just simply thanking everyone who came out over the course of 2019 to check out my YouTube channel and check out the videos. There were a few videos that definitely got a good chunk of views, which I'm very, very happy about. And although I don't think that the channel necessarily went in all the directions that I wanted it to, or in the proper time frame as well, I think more than anything, some of the things I got to do this year were definitely not only both very fun, but also things I had been wanting to do for a while now, or things that I had kind of done previously that just kind of needed a refresher, sort of. So just kind of to talk about a few things, like, for example, we did a lot of online racing this year. In it all, we did IMRC, we did a little bit of ARMA, we did a little bit of IBOS up near the end of the 2019 year, and both those series are going to continue. Those both have extensions into the 2020 year. And there are races that I still want to run. We're in talks of seeing what we can do to help with making IMRC even better going forward, and offering the league admin Shane help and support, because we love ARMA and we would want it to continue. And if IBOS continues on its path, which it's pretty fun, I very much will continue racing it, as long as I'm having fun. That's a big thing. Some of the highlights too, and with videos, minus the whole copper crap, which I didn't like making, and I hate that it was even a thing. First of all, I have to say that I thank you guys for some of the communication and interaction. Funny enough, one of my highest viewed videos, which was the Blast of the Past 1999 Talladega video with me playing on the PlayStation 3, I think, maybe like 3 years ago. I got a few comments on that video, and it made me smile. Some fun videos I got to do, getting to do the Dale Earnhardt Jr. video at the beginning of the year. I mean, that was an absolute blast, and oh god, just a lot of fun getting to partake in that. Getting to go to Kentucky Speedway and getting to spend time with my two youngest siblings and get to take them to their very first in-depth NASCAR race. Getting to go into the garage area, a point of view that I've never seen before at Kentucky, and to get to sit on pit lane and watch the entire race with my brothers. To go the next day and get to meet, Ben Rhodes. I got to meet my good buddy Will. I got to take my dad. My dad didn't have to really pay or do anything for both of these trips, and this was a treat for him. Just, Dad, I want you to come along. Will you be my second driver? In case, I get tired and I don't want to drive home for the night portion, but I'll drive during the day. Will you be my co-driver? And will you go to this race with me and have an experience? And he did. And we had a lot of fun. Getting to go to Eldora. Well, I will say that I definitely had some issues with that race. Going to northeastern-ish Ohio, which surprisingly, getting to Eldora was not that long or difficult. Only about like an hour 45. Like, getting to go and do that, that was very, very fun. I'm going to honestly state that on a personal level, 2019 was a really, really challenging year for me. And it's part of the reason why I didn't do as many videos as I would have liked. Unfortunately, this year kind of really battered me up and challenged me with a lot of emotional stuff. And I would definitely say that where I stood probably around March-ish of 2019 to where I am now, I am in a much better and a much healthier place. And I'm still, working on getting to where I want to be in life. But the one thing that I won't deny is that by doing so, by having the insight to go out and seek help, because I know that I didn't feel well and I know I didn't feel right. That's a very big step to take, but it's a massive step taken towards the beginning of healing. And where I stand now, I still have my bad days and everything like that, and there's still days I doubt myself, that I'm down on myself too, that I don't have a lot of energy and I don't have a lot of hope. But the progress and just support that I feel in my day-to-day life is just amazing. I've got great friends on this platform and by extension, and especially in the sim racing and NR 2003 community. It's part of the reason why I do a lot of these online races, because these guys who I race with, the core group of people I choose to hang out with, they mean the world to me. And I wouldn't trade their friendship for anything in the world. I don't know necessarily what 2020 holds in store, but I know that the pitfalls and what I've learned from 2019 is definitely has definitely molded me into being a little bit more thoughtful and knowing that I'm stepping into the new year with a better point of view. And I'm going to work so hard on getting not only to be who I want to be, but, become a more well-rounded and better person as to who I wish to become. So, beyond sim racing and the like, I do have some minor goals at least. I'm actually waiting on a few more things to arrive. So you guys remember the card books? I've actually gotten a lot more stuff from probably like the beginning of the year to now. And I've still got a little bit of stuff coming in probably here in the next few weeks. I've also, as you guys have kind of seen with the whole MLB The Show 16 stuff, I do want to continue and finish that series as soon as I can. That one takes a little bit of time, just because being the Cincinnati Reds does not mean that we are the best team. And there are a couple of cases where I've just gotten so frustrated with the game that I've shut the game down and I've just gone ahead and restarted it later on. And that takes a little while to go. But, in regards to it all, I want to cover a lot of the card book stuff because I had fun with that doing it the very first time. I want to show off some of the memorabilia that I've collected over this year and somewhat into next year. I want to show off, like I was saying with MLB The Show 16, I recently put this together, which I'll talk about in the new year, a card book for the Cincinnati Reds and just the Cincinnati Reds. But I am waiting on a few more years of team card sets to bundle in roughly around from 2002 up to present day. And even though they technically have a pack as well, I do kind of want to wait to cover the 2020 Cincinnati Reds and their cards, only because they'll have a Tier 1 and a Tier 2 released, and I want to be able to get the whole team set, not just about 80% of it. I want to be able to get all the cards, especially since we've acquired a few players recently, like Mike Moustakas, for example. But yeah, all in all, like just kind of thinking about the great things, like just in 2019, got to meet Dale Earnhardt Jr., got to meet Ben Rhodes, got to meet my buddy Will. I got to go to a couple of comic conventions as well. I got to meet Greg Baldwin, who was the second voice of Uncle Iroh and Aku from Samurai Jack. I got to meet Josh Keaton, who's a voice actor for a handful of things, but he voiced the Amazing Spider-Man, I think. I've gotten autographs here and there all throughout time and periods. I've made some good friendships and relationships, and just kind of looking into 2020 and beyond, looking to build those relationships even stronger and forge new ones. Hopes and for events for 2020. I think we'll go to the Cavalcade of Customs again. I don't know if we're going to meet any drivers, but that's okay. There's potential that I could be going to Pocono in June, and I'm going to take some time off work and bring my camera stuff and take that with me. I very well could go to the 2020 Indianapolis 500. That's another thing. I went to the 2019 Indy 500 and got to see the race, and that was fun. That was so fun. I just didn't cover it on the channel for some reason. Indy 500, Pocono race. I may want to go to Kentucky again. Maybe go Saturday and maybe go Sunday. See if I can be able to get the special ticket package that was offered to me that I took advantage of for the Xfinity race, and see maybe if it's available for the Cup. Whatever the case is. A lot of this stuff, like in 2020, I'm excited for. There's going to be stuff that I'll have to be cut back on, obviously, but that's the way it goes. So yeah, 2019. A lot of big things happened, both good and bad. But I got a little bit more clarity and a little bit more help and the like to just kind of go at 2020 with the best intentions and the best mindset, despite all the hurt and bumps in the road. And I do want to finalize this video with just one thing, and this is something that I think I've kind of talked a little bit about in this video at least, but I just want to make this very, very clear. If any of you guys out there are suffering with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, anything like that, anything that is causing you hurt, grief, pain, discomfort, embarrassment, whatever the case may be, know that there are people out there who want to help, want to listen, and want to help put you on a better path, and that you are not weak and you are not cowardly for reaching out and asking for that help. Because all these negative feelings, if you just stew and dwell and think about them just all the time, and you don't try to get yourself help, it just eats you up. It eats you up and it kills your energy. And that is something that I've learned very much in this year. It's taken me a lot of time to realize kind of where I am and what has caused me some of these issues, and I'm still working through them. But there are people out here that love and care about you. And no matter what, even if you're going through some of the toughest emotional crap right now in your life, I promise you, from the very, very bottom of my heart, that will get better. And that's the attitude that I'm going in with 2020. So guys, like I said, thank you all for watching. I hope to have more great content for all of you guys come into the new year and into throughout the decade. If this platform manages to stick around long enough to see 2030, or maybe I'll be doing something else. But thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful new year and make the best of the world. So, thank you.